Namaste to all students. Khushbu myself JV and Dr. Khushbu Verma, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about membrane structure, which is made up of prominently lipid with the help of lipid and proteins. So we will discuss about the lipids and proteins types in this session, and this session is related to cell biology course of BTech FBT third trimester program, BTech FBT, BTech MTech FBT and BSc FND third trimester program. We will discuss about the chemical constituents of the plasma membrane. So the basic structure of plasma membrane is phospholipid bilayer. It is a prominent structure of cell membrane, and bilayer means two leaflets of amphipathic phospholipids molecules. I have discussed about the terminology of amphipathic in my previous session, and one phospholipid molecule has two regions. First is polar head region, which is hydrophilic in nature, and second region is non-polar tail, which is made up of fatty acid tails, and it is hydrophobic in nature. Here we can see the structure of lipid bilayer, which is composed of the two layers of lipid molecules, phospholipid molecules. This is the enlarged structure of one area. Here two lipid bimolecules facing with each other with their fatty acid tails. Hydrophobic region will be inside and hydrophilic head region will be the outside of the lipid bilayer, because hydrophilic region, head region, can interact with the water molecules simply, but tails regions hate to interact with the water molecules. That's why they are arranged in the inside region of bilayer. So this is the enlarged area where we can see simply this is the polar head region, hydrophilic region. These are the two tail fatty acid tails. One tail is simply straight, but second has the Nink region. Nink region is basically due to the double bond or triple bond presence. If double bond and triple bond will be more, then this Nink will be more, and this tail region will be more outside region. Now come to the types of phospholipids. Again, I am simplifying that cell membrane is made up of lipid and protein prominently. Lipids are majorly phospholipids, and these phospholipids again have differentiation, like first is glycerophospholipid, which is most abundant in the lipid bilayer. Sphingophospholipid are also present. Plasma membrane of animal cell contain four major phospholipids. First is phosphatidylcholine, most abundant glycerophospholipid. Second is phosphatidylserine, polar head group with negative charge. Third is phosphatidylethylamine, and fourth is sphingomyelin. In addition to phospholipids, plasma membrane also contain glycolipids and sterols. If we talk about the sterols, so cholesterol is a major sterol in animal cell, but in the plant cell it will be stigma sterol. Here we can see the structure, four major phospholipids in mammalian plasma membrane. This is the fatty acid tail, and this is your polar head region. And cholesterol are arranged within the lipid bilayer. If we talk about the fluidity of the membrane, as I have told in my previous session, that membrane is a quasi-fluid in nature. It will not be a solid, it will not be a proper liquid. It will be quasi-fluid in nature, and motion of the lipid molecules will be occur within the bilayer. Phospholipids in the plasma membrane can move within the bilayer. Most of the lipids can rotate freely. There are different type of rotation movements, like flip-flop, like lateral diffusion, like flexion, like rotation, bobbing kind of a movement. Here we can see in this diagram, we can see that like bobbing means up and down, and flip flop means one lipid molecule will change their side with each other, and flexion means they will relax in a one side movement, and lateral diffusion means they will just change their places, and rotation means they will rotate on a one place, and they will rotate by one by. If we talk about the flip-flop movement, it will basically transversely across the membrane. It will occur once per month. And this flip-flop movement is dependent on flippage and floppage catalyzed energy. Means they can't move this flip-flop movement without energy consumption. It needs energy. And most of the lipids can rotate freely, like rotation movement, drift laterally, flexion, bobbing. So if we can count the rotation movements or movement of the lipid molecules, so there are five kind of a movements: lateral diffusion, bobbing, flexion, rotation, and next one is the flip flop. If we talk about the fluidity of cell membrane, as temperature cools, membranes switch from a fluid state to a solid state. The temperature at which a membrane solidifies depends on the types of lipids. Membrane rich in unsaturated fatty acids means if they will have double bond and triple bond in their fatty acid tail are more fluid than those rich in saturated fatty acids, because this link will create the gap in between lipid molecules. Membranes must be fluid to work properly. They are usually about as fluid as salad oil. Fluidity of lipid bilayer is depends on mainly chain length of fatty acid tail and degree of the saturation of fatty acid residues. It means if a phospholipid has long fatty acid chain, they will contact with each other more and fluidity will be less. So you can say they are connected irreversibly, means chain length will be more, then fluidity will be less. If degree of saturation will be high, means double bond and triple bonds will be less, then fluidity again less. Short chain length and more unsaturation means fluidity at lower temperature will be remain. The steroid cholesterol has different effects on membrane fluidity at different temperature. It means they have dual functions, dual nature, depends on temperature. At warm temperature such as 37 degree, cholesterol restrains movement of the phospholipids. At cool temperature, it maintains fluidity by preventing tight packaging. Here we can see the fluidity impact. If fatty acid chain have more links, they will create gap in between phospholipid molecule and will maintain the fluidity of the lipid bilayer. If phospholipid tails have no kind of a double bond or triple bond, means they are more saturated. So phospholipid molecules will interact with each other more, and there will be no as such gap. So there will be less fluidity. And if we talk about the cholesterol, as I have told you in previous slide, they will have dual nature, depends on the temperature and depends on the need. If we talk about the membrane proteins and then function in the transport, so there are two kind of a proteins which are arranged in the cell membrane. First is peripheral proteins. They are bound to the surface of the membrane. And the second one is integral protein. They are also known as transport protein. They penetrate the hydrophobic core of phospholipid bilayer. Integral proteins that span the membrane are called transmembrane proteins, and hydrophobic regions of an integral protein consist of one or more stretches of non-polar amino acids often coiled into alpha helix. You can see the structure where phospholipid bilayer integral protein cross complete hydrophobic region of the lipid bilayer. They are involved in the transport mechanism. And second one is peripheral protein. They will only arrange outside and inside region of the cell membrane. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.